Hi there, this is Andrew Paul Smith, and this is day 9 of my video challenge, 100 inspirational videos in 100 days. And as I've been thinking about today, I've come to one of my favourite quotations, one of about 400 favourite quotations. So I've got enough favourite quotations to keep me going all the way through my video series, and it's the words of Napoleon Hill. And if you know Napoleon Hill, the name Napoleon Hill at all, it's probably because you've heard of a book called Think and Grow Rich. If you'd like a copy of that book, it is available online. Put it into the search engine at Google and you should be able to download it for free. If not, just message me and I'll send it to you. But anyway, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. And this is one of the quotes from the book. There are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. Now, let me read that to you again. Napoleon Hill says, there are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. That's quite a damning quote, because if you're poor right now, and that's me, if you're poor right now, I'm rich in many other things, but I'm talking about money now. If you're poor, then it's your fault. No, don't blame me. It has nothing to do with me. A big boy did it and ran away. But yeah, so that sort of begs the question to me, are you an optimist or a pessimist? And most people say, no, Andrew, I'm not an optimist, I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist. Okay, so what is the difference between these three types of people? Well, those who don't like the optimist, and that's me, those people who don't like the optimist say the guy's off his head, because he's living in cloud cuckoo land. He hasn't got any grasp of reality. The world isn't like that. And there's lots of evidence to prove that those who say that the optimist is off his head are correct. And then there's the pessimist. And it doesn't matter what you say to them. And I've had lots of conversations with pessimists. I've stopped arguing with them. If they want to be sad, if they want to be down and depressed and feeling sorry for themselves and telling themselves that the world is a horrible place and all these terrible things happen to them, which they do, bad things happen to good people, I'm not denying it, but if that's where they want to concentrate their thinking on, I've got better things to do with my life. I'm sorry. I've tried to persuade them, but they're not for being persuaded. So let them be that way. So it's the ones in the middle. Maybe most people are in the middle and say, I'm a realist. And I think about the realists in this way, that what you're saying is, if you're a realist, is that there's good and bad things happen all the time. And I wouldn't deny that idea at all. But what I'm trying to get at in all of this that I've said so far is the word expectation. We don't get what we want in this life. Sad, isn't it? We don't get what we want. Do you know what we do get? We get what we expect. And if you expect that the world is out there to bless you, it's conspiring. The universe is conspiring, as W. Clement Stone, the guy who wrote the book Success with a Positive Mental Attitude with Napoleon Hill, if you believe what he said, he said, I get up every morning and I wonder, how is the universe going to turn this horrible situation that I'm in right now to bless me? How is it going to happen? He expected that it would, didn't know how, but he expected it would. So if you are a realist, then what you're saying is, I have as much expectation that things are going to go badly as they are to go well for me. The expectation is what is drawing, like glue or like a magnet. It's drawing to you good and bad things. But if your expectation is that the universe is out to bless you, it's conspiring to do you good, even if it wasn't, it's actually benign. It's neither one nor the other. It's neither for you or against you. But if you turn your magnet onto positive instead of fluctuating between positive and negative, guess what you're going to draw to yourself? I'm just going to go back to that quote again and read it to you. It says, Napoleon Hill says, "There are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought." And I'm trying to turn my world around, my financial world around. It's been very spiritual. My focus has been on being a spiritual man, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with being a spiritual man. I'm not knocking it. In fact, I intend to stay that way as long as I can, till I go, yeah, I'm gonna stay a spiritual man. But I'm now going to bring into that the expectation of wealth, and the way that a spiritual man can bring that wealth into their lives is by doing things which are going to be of benefit to other people. So if you want to have your life benefited by me, I'd like you to join my team. I'm not going to be, I don't even know what I'm doing yet, because today is day one of my training to get me to where I want to be financially. I am where I always wanted to be spiritually, emotionally, and philosophically. I'm fine, you know, but financially I'm struggling. So I want some instruction that's going to take me to where I want to be, and I've got to do it in all good conscience. So if you're somebody like me, if you're somebody who who would love to have wealth, as long as it came to you in a way that you feel at peace with inside, then I'd like you to be in my team. I want to gather together a team of people who have an expectation of becoming what I talked about yesterday, a philanthropist. So, okay, I've gone on too long, haven't I? I always do. Andrew Paul Smith, www.apsmithonline.com, info@andrewpaulsmithonline.com, on Twitter and Facebook and Google Plus and LinkedIn and Pinterest and all those other great places. SoundCloud, yeah, I'm there. But come and see my website, www.apsmithonline.com, and we'll talk soon if what I'm saying is resonating, and I will share with you everything that I'm learning about getting from being a spiritually rich man to be a financially rich man. All right. And I'll say namaste, and God bless you, and love and light to you, and bye for now.